This land, this part of the land, is really a very wonderful place. It has so many gifts in such a short range that by using it properly, people can go through so many levels of experiences. I would say this is your biggest gift. This is really truly wonderful. What is in this area here is a number of different things. Some of it is natural, you can say, systems that exist. Consciousness for X is a part of the species. So we have here the dolphin, we have a human one. So that all gives us opportunity to tap into that consciousness and take out what we need in order to continue in the most optimal way on our journey. We also have here energies of the chakra level, which is specifically the heart chakra, which is really helping us to open our heart in such a way that we learn to understand what it means to open it on the level of unconditional love. And in addition to all that, we have how people in the past, and I really mean now quite far into the past, what they have done with the land. And they recognized that this land has quite some beautiful gifts. So they used the energy of the land to create, you can say, their sacred area where they did certain activities and certain work. One of them is the tetrahedron, where people were gathering and connecting with the vortex that is there, which is the sixth chakra, how to connect with our intuition and with higher knowledge in a more optimal way, but do that from the perspective of the divine feminine. It is more the intuitive feeling instead of setting it into action. It's the first step. Once you have made your connection, then you can go into action. Well, sometimes the tendency is to connect for the reason of action. That's not what they did in the first instance. They also have created here what you call a healing temple, using the gifts of the land, working together with the Mother Earth through the crystals and through that consciousness that they connected with so deeply and worked together with so intensely, and that's the dolphin consciousness. All of that is available here for those who are willing to open themselves for it. They were the Lemurians. The Lemurians are the ones that by most indigenous people are called the people of the motherland. The motherland or Mu. The land that was covering a part of this area that we're in. So we are on the ancient land of Mu, but most of it has disappeared. It's nowadays ocean. And one of the other remnants is Hawaii. And that's why many people feel this connection between Hawaii and this particular area, because it was all part of the motherland where the Lemurians or the people of Mu were living.
Some people say that the Maya are the mother race. Is there anything to that?
The Mayans, from my perspective, are direct descendants of the Atlantean people. In a sense, we can say the original older people we call the Lemurians, the motherland. That's the land where it really started in this form. There were all kinds of other possible, let's say, attempts to find a form where the soul could really express itself through. I don't know about that because there are many ideas and visions. But in Lemuria was the first land where you can say it was successful to really get that form. When that land was close to being destroyed, the majority of them, not all, went into what we now call Atlantis. So Atlantis was, to my opinion, founded by the people that came from Lemuria. But they went also to other places. And it is that combination of Lemurian energy and what was later coming into Atlantis that creates ultimately what we believe now have happened, more masculine energy. The Lemurians were very feminine, so what happened? There are many different stories about that. And one is that actually there were two external races coming in, what we will call ET races coming in. They were humanoid. And one of them were from Mars because they destroyed their land. The other ones, they believe, are what we now call the race that are the Hebrew people. They were all part of that land. And there were the Martian people who changed the more feminine energy to the masculine one. So we can say what we do now is we do a lot of Martian energy consciousness that we are working with. because everything is put in the grid. And apparently our current society seems to resonate more strongly with that funny energy that we got in mescaline. And if we awaken more the Lemurian, we can find in this time a new way to deal with those different types of energies. I still believe that whether the story is true, it doesn't matter, but that the masculine energy needed to come in to finally give the opportunity for total balance. We are the new rays who bring those energies into a balance so that we can go to a new expression of consciousness.
Yes, that's what this place is all about.
Yes, that's exactly
Exactly.
what it's all about.
It's about that new way of being that has never been on the planet before, that we can't even imagine right now.
Yeah. And you have these energies here, because overall what the human consciousness is still representing is mainly the masculine. Whether we like it or not, it's true. But the Lemurian is here very dominantly present. So awakening that energy to integrate it in a new form is exactly what we need to do. It's all here. You don't have to go very far. You can travel, but you have it also here. I think there are two ways of traveling, just to make a little bit of a challenge to both of you. There is the external traveling and there is the internal traveling. I think if you can combine that in the most optimal way, you do exactly what I think that human beings are meant to do.
Sweet. Beautiful.
Yes. Okay.
So the concept that the Maya are the mother race, is that, if they came from Lemurians, Atlanteans, are they something extraordinary? Are they something different from others? Are they holding some piece that a mother race would hold, or are they one of many mother races?
Yeah, that's a little bit a difficult question because it's all depending on what your point of view is. What I believe, and that is, only the Mayans can give answer on that one, but what I believe is that the Mayans were actually leaving Atlantis way before Atlantis was destroyed. Because they were the ones who were holding more of the feminine energy initially than any of the other groups at that time in their development. So you can say they had a lot of Lemurian energy still when they started their civilization. In that sense, I think the word mother is really connected with that. So they have tried to bring in that energy, but once the collective moved more and more towards the masculine energy, well, that is the whole principle of morphogenetic fields, right? So they were taken by that energy and start moving away. But they still hold comparatively a lot of the feminine energy, comparatively. And I think that has been the task of many of the indigenous people to have that connection with the mother in order to preserve some of the old traditions so that it will not be completely lost. So we use that in combination with even older information from, for example, the people where they all descended from the Lemurians in order to make the change that we are now going through.
Great, thank you very much.
Yeah.